So let's talk about if someone is going to do a gate walking at the same time as someone else. So gate walking with a partner, whether it be a romantic partner, a fellow magic practitioner, or, well, I guess those are the only two categories. I suggest only two people at a time. But anyway, let's get to it.
Necronomicon is coming.
So gate walking, as those of you that have been watching my videos for quite some time, and if not, go back in my Necronomical Studies playlist and study yourself up. But gate walking is the initiatory process through which you align yourself with the seven classical Chaldean planets. And through the system of the Cyber Necronomicon, you walk from the moon all the way up to Saturn. I'm not going to go into the ones in between because the topic of the video is whether or not you can walk a gate with someone else in your presence. Now, there are many different things that go into this, so I'll just cover a couple of the things, and then I'll get to the meat of what I was going to talk about here. Hold on one sec. Anyway, so if you are going to do a gate walking and you don't feel safe enough to do it, you could actually have a friend, a magical practitioner, anyone that's going to be in the same room as you should be working with the Necronomicon system at least, because those energies are going to affect them. You could have a fellow Necronomicon practitioner stand watch for you outside of your circle to protect your physicality from the Alu and the Utuhul and the Gala or Galu, I think, and just any negative entities. You could also do a gate walking with a partner if both of you are going to walk the same gates at the same time. And the reason why I'm making this video is because my fiance and I did it last night. We both walked the Ishtar gate last night. And I would like to say that it can be done, but thanks to one of my friends who I just talked to earlier today, the idea is that where you go in a gate walking, what the gate walking teaches you, what the gate walking does for you, and what it does to you is highly and only individual. So you might perform the entire ritual with someone else in your presence, and they may go through the same exact steps that you do, but they are not going to go to the same place you are. So don't think of it as a date. Don't think you're going to go frolicking off to Venus and go have some fun together holding hands. No, because we are all our own individual universes. We are all our own individual deities. We are all our own gods. We have all of our own lessons to learn. So even though I did a gate walking last night with my fiance, also doing the same gate walking, she went someplace completely different than me. And I just wanted to lay that out there first. So if you are going to do a gate walk with a partner, you have to make sure that that both of you are at the same level of understanding in the mythos, in the book, in the process, so you're not stumbling over recitations of the the gate invocation, the invocation of the North Gate, South Gate, East Gate, West Gate, the invocation of the four gates from the world between the spheres, the any of those incantations and stuff. All of you both have to be versed in it, because if I'm saying what I know and she doesn't know it, then she's hearing gibberish, so she's not vibrating on the same level. She's not getting to the same understanding that I am. You guys get the gist so far? In the comments. There. So, essentially, let me walk you through how it went last night. So, you have to find a room with a north-facing window if you're going to do it indoors. That's a rule. If you're going to do it outside, great. Let me know how it goes, because I've done all of mine indoors. Anyway, so you and the partner that you were working with, who is on the same level as you, going to walk the same gate as you. So you both have the same amount of understanding. Both of you have made your seals, and you have constructed. You could both work on the same seal. Actually, that's what we did. We both put our energy into making the same seal, and then I made the gate on, construction paper, whatever. So we laid it down in the middle of the room. Then we laid out the candles, the four for the four directions, one for Gibeon, and we used small candles because it's upstairs and actually our bedroom, so fire safety. So you have the 4 directional candles, one for Gibeon, one for the dominant male energy, one for the feminine energy, and yeah, I think that's it. Actually, you also have your Watcher bowl. So you would follow the gate walking procedure, which I really don't feel like I should go into in here, but whatever. So after you construct the ritual space with the candles and everything, you can both work on casting the circles together. And then the you would invoke the fire god, and then both of you would invoke your Watcher. And I would principally do those first because it's for you're calling on the protection and cleansing of the space. Protection being the Watcher, cleansing being the fire god. Then I would do the quarter calls, the northeast, southwest gates, and the conjuration of the gates from the world between the spheres, which is the one that comes after the invocations of the different gates in the Book of Calling. And then you would recite the gatewalking invocation and walk the certain amount of times. Now, the way that we did it was after we read the gatewalking, or we literally read every incantation together. And then after reading the gatewalking invocation, we both started to walk. Now, remember, when you're walking, you're really walking around the gate a certain amount of times. Now, this is to build up physical energy. It is to kind of disorient you a little bit because, quite honestly, you do get a little dizzy. And, you're building that momentum for when you eventually crash. And that's when your astral self, your astral body of light, you essentially journey to the plane that you are taught, that you have invoked to learn lessons, to meet with the energies that are there. Now, I can't exactly say you're going to go do this because it's different for everybody, and that's just the way it works. That's why the book initiates you. I can't initiate anybody. The book does it for you. That's why I help people with figuring out exactly how to make this system work. So questions, comments, complaints, concerns, issues, drop it in the comments. You can tweet me at ThusPhoenix. You can email me at priestofthenecho@gmail.com. Sorry, I almost slipped with an old email address. And all my other contacty stuff is down below. So when you are working with a partner in any magical work, make sure that they are on the same level as you, that they have the same understanding that you do, because if you start playing around with some high up stuff and they are not in tune with the energies, it might make them sick. It'll make them scared, and it will just generally mess with them. It's like a video game getting thrown into level 10 when you have no idea how to play it. You're playing with big bad guys the first time, and you're a noob, and you're gonna get squashed. So gatewalking with a partner can be done, and I don't think that it should be any more than 2 people. Oh yeah, here's another detail. If you are going to gatewalk with a romantic partner, and this is just the here, before I make a disclaimer because I don't want to offend anybody, here's the idea. There are masculine and feminine energies in each of us and within the ritual space itself. And the representative of that is the color black for male and the color white for female. So if you happen to, if 2 guys are romantically involved and they decide to do the gatewalking, one of you got to wear white, the other one's got to wear black. Same thing if it's 2 girls or a guy and a girl. One of them wears white, one of them wears black. And to represent Adar for black and Ishtar with white, because that's those are 2 of the prominent deities in the book, and those are the rogue colors that are described. So only gatewalk with one partner. Make sure that they know exactly what they're doing, the same as you do, and kind of enjoy the ride. Don't make any expectations that you're going to go the same place that they are. And honestly, think about it and agree with your partner before you perform a gatewalk about whether or not you feel comfortable talking about your experience afterwards, because you might not. You might actually not experience anything that first gatewalking trial. And when you fall and you go into the meditation, you might not get anything. But as the Atlantean Necronomicon from Warlock Asylum, I think it is, uh, will trying to remember who's from. I think it's Warlock Asylum. Um, as that book details, gatewalkings can have their transcendental, profound opening experiences even days after the gatewalking, where you will get a message from somewhere, from something that will help you to progress in that area, in whatever area that in the area of the zoni and what they influence. So hope this made sense. This is probably a little bit more of a ramble, but so gatewalk with a partner, it can be very beneficial because you have some backup. It might feel good to be doing something with a partner because you feel like you have someone that you can share this with, that you can talk about this with. Like with me, I walked the entire 7 gates by myself. And on on the night that I finished with the Adar gate is when my fiance started with the Nana gate, and then she finished. Now, what I like to say about the why I think that if you're in a relationship and you are magically inclined, hopefully your partner is also magically inclined, because whatever, if you are going to do the gatewalking and you're dating a muggle or a nomad, forget the slang. But if you are doing the gatewalking and your partner is not, they are still going to feel those energies. It might help to also have them gatewalk so they are more educated in the energies. They are more of a welcomer of the energies. They are charged with, and they know the deal that there's going to be these energies coming at them and they got to master them. So that's why if you're in a relationship, I really, really suggest you and your partner do it, because they are going to feel it. When my fiance went through the gatewalking after I had already been finished, it was like I was going through another rinse cycle in the washing machine, because I still felt all the energies, and some of those difficulties that I had during my gatewalking, they resurfaced, which was a way to show me that I wasn't done working through those difficulties. But it felt to me like it was more intense the second time around. It was like, hey, you got smacked with something, and then boom, something else on top of it. So, gatewalk with a partner, I highly suggest it, and just make sure that both of you are doing equal amounts of work. Hopefully my video kind of helped with fleshing out being able to read everything, knowing the process, knowing what you're both in for, and following along with the color correspondences and seeing where it takes you. Any questions, comments, complaints, concerns, issues, leave a comment, email me at priestofthenecro@gmail.com, or you can tweet me at ThosPhoenix. You can find that stuff in the description. Or, if you really want to get into a chit chat, you can also Skype me at ThosPhoenix. So let me know what you guys think, and good hunting.